Alright, I'm going to go over the basics of the lighting folder here. So here you have your directional light, exponential height fog, sky atmosphere skylight, sky sphere volumetric cloud. The directional light is pretty much your sun. You can hold Control Alt and then tap L to move it around with your mouse. Okay, and here you want to focus on the lighting section here. This is where most of your customization will come from. Intensity, light color, source angle. Source angle is fun because that's the size of your sun, and you're not strict to those sliders here. You can increase those values. Intensity, yeah, that gets very dramatic, quick. Volumetric scattering intensity, indirect lighting scattering intensity. This pretty much determines how visible the light beams or God rays will appear in the fog, in the exponential height fog. To get those light beams, you want to click on light shaft occlusion and light shaft bloom, and immediately you can see those light beams. And here you have those customizable properties there. Okay. Exponential height fog is your fog. Again, you're not strict to those sliders. Turn this up 3. See, immediately that makes a difference, and especially with the God rays as well. You can change the coloring of that exponential height fog, also the sky atmosphere ambient lighting. Okay, and the height fog log, the lower the value, the closer it renders to the camera. Okay, and in exponential height fog, you also want to make sure that volumetric fog is selected here. Okay, that is set to true. Alright, sky atmosphere here, you can change the color through this Rayleigh scattering. You can see how that changes. That's pretty much mostly what you want to focus on here. Sky light is pretty much the light on the actual environment. You can change this cube map resolution to 256. The light color you can see. That doesn't affect it, the intensity is very, very low. Let's see, yeah, there we go. So you want to keep this at a very low value. You can see lower the value, the darker contrasts here. Okay, you have these same settings. So under light is what you want to focus on. Sky sphere, do not worry about that. Volumetric cloud. Actually 5, so you can actually see the clouds. Okay. Volumetric cloud here, you can see how that changes in the sky, right? Lower, the more hazy kind of forecast it is. Okay. And the actual fluffiness of the clouds for the layer height. So if I wanted to make a quick nighttime scene, I'd go to directional light, probably turn this down, change the light color to a more blue. Okay. Turn the exponential height fog to something a little more scary. And then change this color to also a closer blue. Okay. Skylight as well. There. And then probably 0.5 or something. There we have a night scene. You can change, whoa. Color of the fog gets very, very dramatic, more stylized kind of night setting. Right. So cool. Okay, so that's the lighting folder. The to get the point lights and spotlights, things like that, you want to go into this cube, the plus sign, lights, and here you have point light, spotlight, rectangular light. Right. You come in just like this. You have the same sort of lighting controls here, right? Radius, that soft angle. Okay. This goes for most of the, well, this goes for all of the lights here, right? This one's pretty fun. You have your rectangular light. So if you had a window or anything like that, you would probably use this